Oh my god. um yeah, man, it's wild. Anyways, we're just gonna start it off with this. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here. I wanted to switch this up a little bit, because obviously the theme is like it's Halloween coming up soon. And hence why I have this mask. You know, I got this mask. I'm also a big fan of WWE, and this is like the Shield mask, and I've wanted one for so long, and my friend actually helped me get one. But yeah, so I'm gonna wear this during this video for the sake of this, and this is also it's made of metal, and it's got a lot of holes in it, so like even running and stuff, you know, this is gonna be my workout mask for sure. But yeah, so as this video says, this is a video from like a message from the heart. So I'll just say the formal things. Anybody who doesn't know already, um, I I still can't believe it. And gosh, my smile, like my smile drives me nuts. I feel like it's just ugly, but like everybody tells me you got one of the cutest smiles I've ever seen in my life, and I'm just like, uh. But anybody who doesn't know, I once again got invited. I can't even believe I'm saying this, man. I once again got invited to the Bakugan Invitational that is happening in LA at the end of November, and I'm shook, man. Anybody who doesn't know, if you're like a new subscriber such to my channel this year, I did go to the event last year and I made like a bunch of videos on it. You know, every single day I made a bunch of videos. Illinook and I went on like a bay hunting trip. Well, I was there, you know, I did everything I possibly could. That's what I do with every single event that I go to. And all the videos are here. I'll even put like in the community tab or something, the links to the videos, because I got a playlist on like the event last year, so you guys can go back and see it to get hype for this. And I just can't believe I'm going again, man. So this is for real, a message from the heart. It's crazy. Actually, I'll announce this. Like, I'm going to the Bakugan Invitational event, but I'm actually going to be out in LA for 2 weeks. I'm actually going to be out there for 2 weeks. The reason being is because I'm actually going out also, not only the Bakugan event, I'm also going out for the big Beyblade event that's going on. Anybody who hasn't heard about it, there's another big Beyblade event. I don't know if they're calling it like the Bay Super Brawl 2 or whatever. There's a big event for it, and it's also the end of November. And like there's a 3 day span between like events and such, and it honestly saves me a lot of money where I'm actually able to go out and like do stuff out there. um so I'm just gonna be out there. I'm just gonna be staying out there in LA, and I have a bunch of different collabs and such planned. You already know I want to meet up with everybody I possibly can. And before I get into that, I just want to like just a message from the heart. Like I said, anybody who doesn't know, I started my channel in 2012. Like kid you not, 7 years ago, 2012. You can go and check out the videos. They're there. It's a fact. I was 16 years old when I started my channel. All the way back then, dude. I was a big fan of like Bakugan and Beyblade, and when I started my channel, it was actually the end of the first era of Bakugan. Obviously, I had my big collection and such, but I was a nervous kid, and I'm like, I can't show this out to people on YouTube because they're gonna judge me and they're gonna think I'm dumb, like for being into this like Bakugan marble ball game, you know. So I had my collection of stuff back then, but it was actually right after then, you know, I was bummed because I was there, like ride or die, during the whole series of Bakugan. I was there from Battle Brawlers to Mectanium Surge, and then there are cats fighting. Um, uh, I don't know what to do. Okay, I think it stopped. Yeah, there were cat. I don't know. Cats just started fighting here. Sorry about that, guys. Um, there's one of them. I just okay. Well, I'm glad that's over. Wow, I just completely threw off my train of thought. But okay, like I said, I started my channel 2012. Literally when Bakugan was ending, you know, I was ride or die from Battle Brawlers to Mectanium Surge. I was a big fan of it. I just never made videos because I thought people were gonna like judge me and crap, and I was like, nah, man. And plus, I was just like, I went through a lot of stuff in high school and stuff too. And I started my channel on Beyblade and Bakugan, you know, both of them. But I couldn't get more Bakugan because the series was ending. You couldn't really find them anywhere. You couldn't find them in stores, and I didn't have like as big of a network, you know, online as I do now. And I just tried to keep up with what I could get, and obviously still wanted to grow my collection. And you know, I did Beyblade and Bakugan videos, obviously a lot of Beyblade videos and such, but always done both. And there's another kid. Why are you trying to start beef, Jerry? Okay. Anyways, enough of that. Like they just start trying to start beef or something like that. But um, you know, big time into Bakugan and Beyblade, and then obviously the Bakugan reboot. There being rumors about it like in 2016, 17, you know, and I was like, oh my gosh, like no way! If it comes back, I'm gonna be so happy. I'm like, when it ended, I knew. I'm like, there's no way that it's gonna be over. Like it has to come back at some point, and I'm just waiting for that day. And then when it happened, I started putting out so many Bakugan videos. I showed you guys my collection. Ever since then, I've been like, you know, upping my collection, getting all the Bakugan that I wasn't able to get as a kid, because obviously I was like a poor kid that literally got to go to Walmart one time a month, and I would use that for Bakugan. I babysat sometimes, and I would use that to get Bakugan. Like I was that hard of a fan of it. You know, obviously still am, and like it's crazy to think like you know, they had the reboot for it, and they started announcing the reboot, and then they just started out putting out all the videos and such, and they actually saw those videos, and it's like the ultimate dream, you know. Like I started my channel, obviously just like wanting to spread the love, spread the joy and such, and be my goofy self. At first I was afraid to even be my goofy self on camera, you know, to be myself, or you know, just to be a dork on camera. So I always was like really, really quiet. You could tell by like my older videos, anybody who's been a long time fan. But over time, I just realized, like, you know, you guys have my back. I can be my goofy self and such, and you guys fully embraced it. So when I just came out of my shell, and I'm just like, dude, this is nuts. Like, I just started freaking out about everything. You always had my back, and just thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And with that reboot, they somehow found me. Like I said, I'm a kid from the middle of the woods. I live in New York, not the city, like in the state. New York is not just the city. You know, there's the whole state area, you know, the rest of the state. The city's literally on the tail end of it. But I live in like the other part of the state that people don't know exists if they're not from New York. And like I said, I'm from the woods. Like literally you can see it around there. I've showed it off so much in like my skit series, just my vlogs, whenever I made videos and such. Like I come from the middle of the woods. And you gotta think about it from my perspective. I've been doing it for like 6-7 years, never thinking I'd even get acknowledged by either like Hasbro or Spin Master for what I do, you know. I just wanted to spread the love and show people what I love to do. You know, some things that people didn't know about me, even like people in my local town. And Spin Master flew me out for the first invitational. When I got that message last year, I freaked out. I bawled. I just couldn't process it, man. I literally like just I was crying for like a week straight. I kid you not. Like just thinking about it, I still just get emotional about it. Thinking about that, and then obviously the lead up to the event, going and meeting, like, you know, seeing Illinook for the second time, because I got to obviously go out to like the Battle of the Baytubers. You know, well, that's where I met JoJo the first time, and then I got to go out to the Baytuber Brawl, which happened in New York, and that's where I met Illinook and JoJo and a bunch of other Baytubers, you know. And obviously, like I said, I've done both. I've always done both. And then like Bakugan coming back this year in full swing, and so many new Bakutubers just rising up, and some returning ones like Jet. Like holy crap, it's wild. It's absolutely surreal. It's wild, man. But just meeting so many people at like the event, like, you know, Billion was there, Negative Legend was there, Illinook was there, obviously Simo becoming the champion and such, meeting Hardcore Lecter. It was surreal, man. Like I said, all these videos are here. I'll put up the playlist. I'll actually put like a link to it in the description of this video, as well as the community tab, so you guys can go back and see it if you haven't seen it, because I got as much footage as I could at this last event, you know, like the Invitational last year. And like I said, I was a contender for it. I managed to beat like one of the executives. His name was Ryan, and I managed to beat him in a battle. And you know, Illinook actually like beat me at that event. You know, and then he ended up going on and winning the tournament for our block. There's 2 blocks. So block A, Illinook won. Block B, Simo won. And then they faced off in the final, and then Simo won it overall, you know. But Illinook still got like second place because he won that block. And that's actually how I got my Letterman jacket, my Bakugan Letterman jacket. He gave it to me. He was like, I live in Texas, man, and it's really, really warm, and you know, like, I know how much you love this game, and obviously, like, I talked to because they had a spare spot. Like, Illinook wasn't like originally supposed to go, but I talked to them, and I'm like, he's a big fan of this, and you guys should, like, you know, consider having him out there, because he loves Bakugan, like Beyblade and Bakugan. He's a Baku VTuber like how I am, and I've known that about him, and they invited him out there, and he was like, dude, you're the reason I was able to come out here and even, like, do this, because he had an instance in the past where he faced off against a kid, and I guess he kind of cheated, and he lost the tournament because of that, because the kid put a different B power or G power, you know, at the time on his Bakugan, and he lost because of that. But he was actually able to win in our block this time, and he got closure because of that. And just I was so happy to see that for him. You know what I mean? And I was honored to even be there. You know what I mean? Like, I obviously was like trying to win and such, but you know, you win some, you lose some, and I was just honored to go out there, man. And he gave me his Letterman jacket because of that. But they ended up making three. Originally, it was gonna be two. One for him, one for Simo, and they made three because like he gave them to me. Like he gave this to me, which is still crazy. So that's how I have my Letterman jacket, and I love that thing. I mean, you could see I make videos with it all the time. You know, I just didn't today because I wanted to show off my tattoos, you know, because I love the game so much. I got all the tats, you know, like I said, old school Pyrus, new school Darkest, the old school Darkest, yeah, the Arliss symbol right there. They're all like tatted on my arm. Like I said, like this is how much I care about what I do. My channel logo is tatted right there. Like I'm very passionate about what I do. Anybody who's like new to the channel, you already know. Plus, I'm a big fan of MGK, so I got the double X tat. But yeah, so the point being, like, obviously recorded the footage of that last event. You can go and check that out. Um, it's an absolute honor that I was even picked again, dude. I woke up literally, I kid you not, it's been rough for me. It's been a little bit rough, like personal stuff, but you know, had some personal stuff going on. I try to leave that out of like what I do and such, you know, whether it's my job or it's YouTube and such. Try to leave that out, but it's been hard recently. I'm not one to talk about it because I'll talk about like a lot of things, and if I do, that means like the person like they mean a lot to me because I usually hold in a lot of stuff. But and you guys have seen me like let it out with like, you know, Kolshidra or Leonis and such, like my custom bays. But they emailed me and I bawled, man. I got the email. Like I literally woke up to a bunch of messages from people. Like Bailey, the Vaku Nerds messaged me, like, did you get anything interesting? Ilinuk was like, dude, did you get an invitational? A bunch of people were like, did you get an invitational? Did you get invited to it? I'm like, I don't know, man. I haven't heard anything. I woke up, I checked my email, I saw it, and I bawled. I sat in my bed, I contemplated my life literally for a half hour, and I bawled just reading it. And then I responded. But yeah, man, it's like, you gotta think of a perspective. Like for me, this is a kid, like I've been doing this for 7 years. I've never been acknowledged, like, you know, like until like the end of last year, and then like Spin Master actually found me, and I never expected that to happen, and I bawled with that, and just the fact I get to go out again, and you know, I even going to like the events, obviously going to Anime Expo and such over the summer. I showed them off my tattoos. Justin Gary took a picture of my Darkest tattoo, and dude, I wanted to cry. He actually signed like one of my Kimbo cards too, and same thing with Aventus Knight, Arliss Ancient. They signed one of my cards, and I just, dude, I still can't believe it. I still absolutely can't believe it. And I got more tats since then. This row is actually the newest one, so they haven't seen these in person. Well, a lot of them haven't, and I get to show them in person. Like, this is how much I love it. These are gonna be with me for the rest of my life when I have kids or such one day. You know, I explained to them like what these tattoos mean when they become of age, and you know, it's wild, man. It's literally a dream come true for me, man. Like I never thought I'd be acknowledged. I just wanted to spread the love and such. Well, I did, and just the fact that they've acknowledged me, and the fact that you guys had me almost at 60K. I'm at 59K right now. I can't believe my dream. Like when I was a kid, I'm like, what if I got to 1,000 subs? I'll be nuts. And then like my ultimate goal, I'm like my crazy goal. What if I got to 10K one day? When I was in college, like it happened, man. Because you know, I've been doing my channel ever since I was in high school. I did it throughout my whole duration of college because I went to college for 4 years, you know, and then also doing it now. I've been graduated from college for about 2.5 years now, and you know, been working and you know, still YouTube and such. But I never stopped, you know, doing Beyblade and Bakugan. I've been doing it the entire time, even on top of everything that's happened, and you know, like life changing and such. And it's one thing that's totally a part of my blood and my being right now. Like, you know, it's gonna be forever. And I just want to say thank you all so much, man. You guys are the reason why they acknowledge me. Why, like, Spin Master even knows I exist. Why Hasbro, I guess, knows me a little bit, but like, you know, just Spin Master fully acknowledging me, having me go out to this event. Dude, I get to meet so many people. Like, I get to see Negative Legend again. I guess Billiam's going again. Ilinuk, I get to see him again, dude. Like, that's my boy. And I get to meet, like, I guess Raging Cajun's going to it, and I finally get to meet him. He and I have been talking about, like, meeting up for the longest time, and I actually get to meet him at this event, man. Jack Kuso, I get to see him at this. Like, there's so many people that are going, and I'm so hyped, man. I'm so excited. I'm honored to be there, you know? And it's absolutely surreal. Like I said, it's just still something, like, I'm just totally, like, processing. I hope I'm not rambling or anything. There's just a lot with it, you know. When you do something for 7 years and you know the whole backstory and you remember the whole backstory of like coming from that kid from the woods that just literally went to high school and had one subscriber and one person that knew he had a channel to actually like my whole hometown knowing I have a channel, a lot of people across the world supporting what I do. It's surreal. It's freaking surreal, man. And I can't believe I'm at this point right now. I can't, and I'm so excited about it. I'm also really nervous because like I said, I don't get to brawl people that often. I love the game so much. I made like 27 deck profiles so far, and still doing a bunch of Beyblade battles and stuff. That's how it's always been. Nobody's really been into like what I do in my area, but I've just continued to like stay on top of things, but I just had to think things like simulate them because I don't have anybody to battle or such. And I'm just excited I get to go and battle people, and let alone them, man. Like, it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be absolutely nuts. And like I said, you guys are the reason why this is happening, why I'm able to even go out to this event. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Like, it's nuts. It's still crazy to think about it. Like I said, the videos of the last event will be up. While they're up, I'll just link them to you guys. I'll put a post in the community tab so you guys can go and see the playlist of like how the event went last year. I got as much footage as I could from each day. And yeah, so that's like obviously the first thing. And like I mentioned before, I'm going to be out there for 2 weeks. The event itself is 3 days, but there's also a Beyblade event going on. So this will be for the Beyblade fans. A lot of Baytubers are meeting up in LA too and having like a big tournament. And, so that means when I go out there, I'm going to be playing double duty, but it's never a big thing for me. I always put 40,000% into whatever I do, to the point where when I'm on that flight back home, I'm passed out, or I'm exhausted or just tired because I'm running around doing stuff the entire time I'm out there, filming stuff, because I do it for those that aren't able to be there like physically, because I know that feeling, seeing like the videos of people doing the events and stuff, and just being like, oh my gosh, I really want to go. And like, this is for all of you guys out there, all the big Beyblade fans, all the Bakugan fans that aren't able to physically go to this. I'm going to get as much footage for all of you as I possibly can. It's what I do all the time. You can even tell it by the last event, the last invitational. You can even tell by the events I went to over the summer, when I went down to Texas for the Blader Bash, when I went out to LA for Anime Expo, even when I went to Fest, I incorporated a little bit of it, but yeah, that's what I always try to do, and I just do so much to the point where like I might be exhausted and such. I mean, you can ask M Stubbs or Mako. M Stubbs is like hopefully going to this event too. He's got some personal stuff going on, but I really, really hope he can make it, because that's my boy and I know how hard he's worked for this. And like they saw me because I stayed in the B&B with them, and they were like, "Holy crap, dude!" Like literally, when I was at Anime Expo, I was recording footage. Like, I was talking to people, I was getting the products, I was brawling people, but I was also doing so many unboxings. You guys saw, like, I was just that guy in the corner. I was just recording in the corner. I was editing videos as I was brawling. Like, I do a lot. I do like a ton of stuff, just to get all the footage on for you. Because I try to capture as much as I possibly can. And it's going to be no different with this. When I go out to the Bakugan event, I'm going to record as much as I possibly can. The Beyblade event that happens afterwards, I'm going to record as much as I possibly can. It's going to be wild. My phone's going to be bogged down for sure. Because there's going to be so much footage for me to put out. But it's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be intense. It's going to be wild, man. And hope you guys are really looking forward to it. I know this is a little bit of a longer video, but I'm just getting it all out there because this is like the perspective of a kid who's been doing this for 7 years and never expected to get this big, and somehow, some way has made it this far, and got invited out to LA for 2 events. Oh my god. Dude, it's crazy. It's wild. I have my fam on my shoulder, all you guys are on my shoulder forever, like I said, these aren't rub-off tattoos, like they're permanent, y'all are on my shoulder forever. That's why I'm never switching my channel logo, because this represents all of you, because I keep all of you in mind with whatever I do. This is for my brother that's no longer with us, got Beyblade tattoos, to represent how I'm like the 4-season legendary bladers, because different aspects of them, I'm like them. And then also how I started off the game, like, I was a big fan of Pirates. That's how I originally started. That's why I got this one later on. And then like Darkest, trying kind of that transition, like how Spectre did with his Helios. And then like the Darkest symbol, because it hit me so hard that like they invited me last year. My skit series obviously with Bull and Wolf, Unicorno right there, Aquila because Murica, Unicorno because I look up to Unicorno Extreme MGT, like, you know, one of my really, really good friends. The Arliss symbol, because just like how amazing the summer was. I'm like, whenever I see this tattoo, I immediately think of it, man, being out at Anime Expo. And, you know, I see the double X tat because MGK is my favorite rapper. But it's surreal. It's absolutely crazy just to think that I'm going out to this event, like both of these events, and I get to meet so many new people and, you know, get all this footage for you guys, and it's a blessing. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. You guys, like I said, you're the reason I'm actually able to go out to this event, and never ever forget that. You know what I mean? I know some people might be like, oh man, I wish I was invited. I can't believe I was even invited, man. Like, I'm shook. And even though I'm going on 60K, if I hit 60K before I go out there, I'm gonna freak out. And I just still can't believe I'm even like that, like this far along. It's surreal, dude. But yeah, you know, it's worth it. Like, you know, just putting out videos every single day on top of working and such, and a lot of the time not getting the most sleep, you know. I usually go to sleep way, way early in the morning, like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then wake up around noon, because like that's just how my body's used to it, because I work like second shift, and then like for the first shift, you know, obviously I wake up early and I make the videos for you guys, then I go work, and then after I get out of work, I stay up late and make more and all that stuff and get the videos for the next day, and then I go to sleep. But yeah, man, it's so surreal, and I'm gonna be taking these Kimbo cards, obviously. You know, I know Raging Cajun has his own. I know M Stubbs has his own. I hope other people get their own cards too, because if you do, I definitely want one, because y'all are my idols too. I look up to everybody in both communities. Like, you know, I might have 60K almost, which is still baffling, but I still look up to all of you, and I'm just honored that you guys like see me at this level. It's crazy, man. 7 years of hard work paying off, man, and you know, I'm so thankful for it. And one last thing for the Beyblade event, anybody who doesn't know, I will be bringing my Hydra. You know, I don't know, I might bring Leonis, have Leonis come out of, you know, the woods for a bit. Kolshidra will be slumbering in the woods for some time until the skits. So yeah, but man, I'm shook. I'm absolutely shook, and I'm absolutely grateful and thankful to every single one of you, man. But yeah, I really hope that like a lot of people watch this video. I know it's a longer video. I tried to keep it kind of short, but there's so much I had to talk about with this, because it hits me in the heart, man. It means a ton. And yeah, dude. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. There's going to be a lot of footage coming in November. You already know. I'll talk more about it in the monthly update for November. And yeah, man. And also in a couple of days, happy Halloween, everybody. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much. I can't say it enough. Y'all the reason this is all happening. But I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. So yeah, guys, until next time, it is your boy, Kimbo, signing off. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Until then, stay awesome. And Bakugan Brawl! Or shoot, let it rip. I'm up out of here.